So good morning, everyone. I would like to start this meeting. This meeting will be in English languages, if it's good for you. Even though I'm Italian and Marco is Italian as well, but we will speak in English. Let me introduce myself a little bit before starting this meeting. My name is Daniele, and I'm the National Sales Manager for Amorim Cork Italia. I'm in charge of sales for the entire Italian territory. And today I will give you a very quick overview regarding Amorim Group and the business that we are involved into. I think we only have like half an hour or 35 minutes, so it will be very quick. I have also some videos to show you during my presentation, and if you agree, we will postpone any kind of questions at the end of this presentation. So let's start with the presentation. I'm going to share my my monitor. Let me give me 1 second, because I can see some other people coming into our meeting. Okay. Okay. Marco, please tell me if you can see full screen size.
It's all okay.
Presentation.
It's full fine.
Great. So starting with Amorim. Amorim is a very huge group regarding cork. We supply cork in different type of industries. Of course, Quercus Suber Amorim is the leader in the cork production, and I'm gonna show you a video for now. So it's a corporate video, so you can see and you can also understand a little bit of more information. I think is the quickest way to give you an idea of what we do. Just to give you an information, in Italy, we are the Italian, of course, branch. We cover the entire Italian territory. In Italy, we sell more than 600 millions of corks, in stoppers, in different types, different types of corks, technical corks, natural cork stoppers, champagne corks. But definitely we are in Italy the leader in the cork production, and we have more than 3,000 clients. And when I say clients, I'm talking about wineries that are buying from us stoppers. We have big wineries, medium and small wineries. We have a wide range of clients. So we have I would say a very nice overview of the Italian market in this way. So let's start with the video, and then we will come back right after the video.
One of Portugal's greatest treasures hides in plain sight. The Montado, an ecosystem teeming with life, whose balance relies heavily on cork forests. Cork forests improve soil organic matter, contribute to regulating the hydrological cycle, and act as a deterrent against social desertification, as they generate some of the world's best paid agricultural jobs. Cork sustainability is indeed remarkable. It's 100% natural, renewable, and recyclable. Moreover, a single natural wine cork stopper retains up to 309 grams of carbon dioxide. Cork powder is used as biomass and provides 63% of the energy used to power our facilities. This is the raw material out of which we produce 5.5 billion stoppers annually, which are the choice of 20,000 wine producers worldwide, and their customers too. People, planet, and profits. We tick all the right boxes. After their delicate extraction from the cork oak, the barks are boiled to remove volatile components that could compromise the quality of the closure. Our job is to make the best out of each plank, and so every bark is carefully sorted for caliber and quality by highly trained eyes. Each stopper has an amazing structure of 800 million cells, which are easily compressed upon insertion into a bottle and will expand to form a tight seal. Premium natural stoppers deliver prestige, elegance and classic value. They are punched from a single piece of the best bark. Despite all the new and highly efficient automated processes, it's still the operator that decides where to punch, creating the best and smoothest pieces that will seal some of the finest wines in the world. After polishing, corks are electronically sorted by quality grade, and each piece is washed and tested for sealing. Our constant search for innovation led us to develop ND Tech, the ultimate quality process that makes TCA taint all but a thing of the past. Finally, the stoppers are branded by heat, ink or laser engraving, many of them proudly bearing the names of the best wines on the planet. Technical stoppers such as Helix, Twin Top or Spark are a result of technical advances in production that allow Amorim to create high-performance, cost-effective stoppers. With an incredible array of technological advancements ranging from high-tech grinding operations to high-speed scanning operations and cutting-edge quality control features, technical stoppers represent an incredible advance in wine closure technology. But it is with sparkling wine stoppers that technical stoppers have reached their technological and quality control zenith. Each of these stoppers combines cork agglomerate with high-quality natural cork discs at the end that come in contact with the wine. In total, Amorim produces an average of 15 million discs per day. It takes 43 years and 3 harvests for cork to achieve the required quality standards. Time has taught us a deep respect for cork, and to combine nature's ingenuity with the resourcefulness of science and innovation, our cork is quality tested for unwanted aromas and other undesirable conditions. Laboratory tests are carried out in all facilities, including an astonishing 50,000 chromatography analyses per month. Amorim's presence in 82 countries dictates an enormous responsibility in leading the way into new levels of performance. High-tech grinding or closure technology. True cork discs that takes 43 years, wanted aromas and other undesirable conditions. Laboratory tests are carried out in all facilities, including an astonishing 50,000 chromatography analyses per month. Amorim's presence in 82 countries dictates an enormous responsibility in leading the way into new levels of performance, sustainability and quality assurance. A commitment represented by a yearly €7.5 million investment in R&D. Throughout our 150-year history, at Amorim, environmental, social and economic sustainability have been a staple of our activity. Everything done to ensure confidence in what is simply the best wine stopper in the world. Straight from the Montado, the most cherished gift from Mother Nature.
Very good. So moving forward, as you have seen, we basically all our business come from this beautiful tree, and this beautiful tree is called cork. Absolutely, Quercus Suber. In Italian, we say Quercus Suber, and this is a beautiful tree. As I said, it lasts, as you can see, more than 200 years, and in these 200 years, we can harvest up to 18 times. The process is beautiful, and the process is, we will speak a little bit about the harvesting process in the next slide. But before talking about this, I want to talk about the region where the cork comes from. Worldwide, you can only get cork from the Mediterranean area, especially from the south side of the Peninsula Iberica, which means Portugal and Spain. Portugal, of course, Portugal is the #1 country in terms of cork production, followed by Spain. And then you also have some cork trees, some cork forests in the south side of France. Then we also have some cork in Italy, especially in Sardinia, and also in the south side of Tuscany and a little bit of Lazio. Then we have some forests in the north side of Africa, especially in Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia. Just to give you some information regarding the annual cork production, as I said, Portugal is #1, but as you can see in the chart right here, they also have more than 700,000 hectares of forests in Portugal, so they have a huge area of cork forest, followed by, as I said, Spain. Then we also have Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, and then, as I said before, France and Italy. Mostly of our cork for stopper production comes from, of course, Portugal and Spain. I would say probably 90% of our cork comes from Portugal and Spain. The rest, it can come from specific area in the north of Africa. Moving forward, I was talking about harvesting. Harvesting is a very important process. You can harvest a tree, for example, in Portugal every 9 years in order to produce cork stoppers. But the important thing is that they understand the time is very important. Because as you can read in this slide, the first harvest takes place after 25 years since when you plant the tree. But the first harvesting is not good to produce cork stoppers. You have to wait 9 more years. You go into the second harvesting process, but still that one is not good. So basically, you can produce cork stopper right after 43 years. So it's a very long time to wait. When can you harvest a tree? You can harvest a tree in a very specific Windows frame, which means that probably goes every year is different, but it depends on the season, depends on the weather condition. But most of the time is start at the end of June and it finish at the beginning of August. In that period of the time, the tree allows you to take away the cork from the body of the tree. It's a beautiful process. It's completely manually. There's no machine in the forest. It's impossible to introduce machines to do the harvesting process. It's completely manually driven. Just a few characteristics about corks. Corks is a beautiful material. It's very of course natural material, completely recyclable, completely reusable. But it's great because you can use stopper in many different industries. As a matter of fact, we also have different clients in different industries. Cork, for example, is acoustic insulator. It can give you thermal effective. It can give you elastic and resilient characteristic. It's very light. It's fire retardant. It's hyperallergenic. It has a lot of very positive characteristics. This allowed us to be the world leader in cork. And you have already seen from the movie that Amorim is a vertically integrated company. We have, of course, a unique portfolio in terms of stoppers. We have a completely range of sustainable products. We pay a lot of attention in terms of sustainability, and this will give us the opportunity to develop different type of products. Here you can see the vertical integration, and you can see different division of Amorim Cork Group. We have a division specialized in raw materials. We have a division specialized in cork stoppers. Amorim Cork Italia is involved in the cork stopper production, so it's in this division. We have a floor and wall coverings division. We have a composite cork and then insulation cork division. Just to give you a few numbers, this you can see here a graphic that shows you the sales trend in different years. Just to give you a very quick number, last year we closed the group closed at 780 millions of sales, and the number of employees based on 2019 numbers is a little bit above 4,500 people working in Amorim Group. Where the sales come from? Of course, the sales come from, mostly of the sales come from, you can see from the graphic on your right, comes from cork stopper business. 70%, more than 70% comes from the sales of stoppers. Then we also have the floor and wall coverings. That is a quite good business. Almost 14% of the total business is floor and wall coverings. And then we have insulation and then raw materials. We are very strong in Europe, as you can see, pretty much in all Europe. We are very strong also in the United States, of course, in Portugal, where the group is based. But we also have a worldwide presence. We cover pretty much every single corner of the planet. We have 51 distribution companies. Amorim Cork Italy is one of them, and it's one of the biggest, as I said at the beginning of this presentation. And then we have 19 industrial plants, and then 10 industrial plants of raw materials. Mostly of these are located in Portugal, of course. We have many clients, a very rich portfolio. Here you can see different clients from different type of business. For example, Microsoft, for example, NASA, for example, Constellation Brands in the wine business. Because this is due to the fact that cork is a very unique material, and you can apply cork in different type of business. Jumping into our business, cork stoppers. You have seen before in the video, Amorim produced 5.5 billion of stoppers. These are numbers related to the 2019. The turnover is, we are very close to the 560 million of euros. We have more than 19 active stopper clients, and as I said at the beginning, in Italy we have more than 3,000. So a big part comes from Italy. We sell in more than 90 countries, and we have a full range of product portfolio. This is interesting, this graph, because it shows you the trend. Since we have a very big picture, worldwide picture of the evolution of every single category. In this case, you have cork stoppers, you have screw cap and plastic stoppers, synthetic stoppers. You can see that basically during the years, the demand for cork stoppers went down between 2008 2009. This is also related to the Lehman Brothers crisis. But then, since then, the demand has grown a lot, and we can also see in our numbers that there is a really interesting return into the cork closures in different ways, not just technical stoppers, but also in the natural cork business type of stoppers. On the other side, you can see plastic. Plastic was they had a very powerful growth in the 2005, 2006, 2007, and then the demand started to kind of flat down, and then right now they are losing market share since 2007. Screw cap, the demand is quite stable. The fact that screw cap is stable is also related to the fact that it's very easy to open a bottle with a screw cap type of stopper, especially in new markets that are not very confident in opening bottles with cylinder type of stoppers. I was speaking about our portfolio. Our portfolio is quite big. We have any kind of closures, cork closures that you need for. We have closures for sparkling type of beers, type of wines, frizzante, which means slightly sparkling. We also have beer, cider, and we also have still wine, of course. I'm going to speak just very quickly. I'm going to concentrate in three main closures. There are also the three most important closures that we are providing right now. The first one is neutral cork. This is a very technical type of stopper. it's a microglomerates, and this stopper is a very good stopper because it's completely safe. Here you have a 0.5 TCA nanograms per liter guaranteed, and just to give you an information, Amorim produce around 1.2, 1.3 billions of this type of stopper. This is a stopper that is perfect, for example, for wines that have short, medium range of shelf life. Okay, and it's available in two versions, premium and classic. Then we move forward. We have another very important stopper. It's called Twin Top Evo. This is basically a double disc. It has a microglomerate body and two discs on both sides. And it also comes with a completely 100% guarantees against TCA. This is a stopper that can be used, for example, for a medium-long range shelf life, of course, of the wine, and it's very good, for example, for we say popular premium. I would say also for high premium segment. Then we also have the natural cork stopper, which is basically the one of the most important, of course, stopper, and 100% natural cork product available in different visual grades, in different measures, and in this case you can see the premium line. The premium line with also available in different colors, which means, for example, natural colors or very light. This picture, I think, is quite light, the color. But in this case, we also have the natural cork stopper available in the ND-Tech line, which is basically the high end of the Amorim portfolio. In this case, we have natural cork stopper that comes with a guarantee 0.5 TCA nanograms per liter. That is equivalent to 1 drop of water in 800 Olympic size swimming pools. So it's unbelievable the level of accuracy that the gas chromatography can reach. And this is a great investment that Amorim has done in the last year. This is a stopper that was developed for very high-end type of wine. We sell a lot. Marco is here with us, for example, in Piemonte, for example, in Barolo type of wines, but also in Toscana, in Chianti type of wines, also in Friuli, where they produce, or in Alto Adige, where they produce great white and red wines. I have a video for you that explains you exactly what the ND-Tech means. So I'm gonna show you the video, and then we come back.
ND-Tech means the world's best stopper just got better. We're wrapping technology around a unique cellular structure to create a stopper to deliver a service that really positions Cork as the premier wine stopper for the 21st century.
ND-Tech will bring even higher levels of accuracy in a quality system that operates in seconds, despite measuring compounds via parts per trillion.
The world's best wine stopper is now capable of delivering a sensory performance that it's simply unheard of until today. That's what being a leader means at Amorim, is to deliver what the market wants, but also crucially what our clients want. And that means great technical performance, but it also means a very, very unique sustainability performance. That's what Natural Cork brings, all wrapped in an amazing capacity to create premium, to create value added for the wines that our clients distribute around the world.
outstanding product that we can also, if you have questions later on, we can answer to you. Sustainability. Sustainability is a very important issue. Of course, here we're talking about 100% natural, reusable, and recycled materials, and it's of course important because of the environmental side point of view. Of course, the Montado, where is that's the name of the cork forest in Portugal, is one of the hotspot biodiversity. One of the 36 biodiversity hotspots in the world, so it's very important for that, but not also for that. It's very important also because here we are speaking about of carbon footprint. So the contribution of the Montado is very important for the planet itself. Here you can see some very important data regarding the sequestration of CO2 done by the forest, the cork forest, and this is a great message that we can use also in our communication. As a matter of fact, we came up recently with a calculation. In this case, this calculation was done by Ernst & Young, a third-party institute, where you can see this case, in this specific slide, you can see the carbon retention of our sparkling stopper 0+2, which means double disc sparkling stopper. That is 562 grams per stoppers. It's a lot. We are not carbon footprint zero. We are below zero. So, which means that we can send a message to our clients. For example, we work, as I said at the beginning, with wineries. Great messages. Can you imagine? We have wineries, for example, that are buying 20 millions of these stoppers, 20, 25 millions, 30 millions of cork stoppers, sparkling cork stoppers. At the end of the day, you do a multiply, and you can come out with a number, with an impressive number that you can communicate to your clients. In this slide, you can also see the number that we have calculated for the neutral cork, which is the microglomerates stopper that can be used for still wines. In this case, it's 392 grams for single stopper. Of course, it's less than the sparkling stopper, but the dimension is lower than a 0+2 sparkling. Then we also have calculated the carbon CO2 retention for the natural cork stopper, which is 309 grams. This is great because, for example, in Italy, we are providing a certificate to our wineries, to our clients, that attest that, for example, this is an example. This is a winery from Verona, Romano del Forno, a very important winery. In the 2019, they contribute to absorb 14.7 tons of CO2 retention, just buying our cork stoppers, just buying cork stoppers from Amorim. And this can be spent, of course, in a communication policy or for example, in some marketing approach. Then, to conclude my presentation, I just want to show you the way we customize our stoppers. This video, it's very good video. You can see a laser finish, laser printing. We have in Italy 3 laser machines that allows us to customize the stoppers that we provide with different graphic. And this is unbelievable because in this case you can use your stopper as a way of communication. It's not just something that you can use to close your wine, but you can also put some messages in the stopper. In this slide, you can see this is the catalog that we have in Italy. It's called the Innovative Icon Collection, and you can see some graphic finish that are available for our clients that we propose to our sales force, and we teach our clients, we teach our winery that they can do more in terms of graphic finish for our cork stoppers. you can work with the classic messages, but you can also work with the emotion messages. You can also work with the textile. You can apply these textiles on our stoppers. You can also work with something very funny. In this case, this is very marketing oriented. We created this hero icon, for example, for this stoppers 0+2 for Spumante, with Superman, Batman, and Captain America, whatever. But the idea is that you can personalize through the latest technology, in these terms, with the laser machine. I can also put, for example, my face. If I want to put my face on the stopper, I can do it. And I can also work with the visual grade, different shades. And we have, see, Marco is showing us some an example, because some of our salespeople are using, instead of the business card, they are leaving a stopper business card. You know what I mean? They put their face in the stopper with their telephone number, their email address, and instead of leaving to the clients the business card, they are leaving the stopper with their contacts information. And this, of course, can allows you to work in many different ways. Now, of course, this is a very quick presentation. I can speak for hours and hours of what we do with our stopper, but since the time, unfortunately, is very short, I try to stay in an half an hour of presentation. Now, if you have questions, I am more than available to answer to you, and I can give you for also some examples of what we do in Italy in terms of stoppers and cork business.
Yeah, this is Klaus Slattefoget here. I had a question regarding the Cora wine equipment. You're probably familiar with the equipment where you can sort of take a sample of the wine by sticking a needle through the cork. How do you see that? I mean, does the cork close completely again, or will that lead to some evaporation if you're using this Cora wine to take a sample of the wine?
Oh, Klaus, I want to be honest, I don't know what Cora means. I mean, I don't know if Marco knows.
Il Coravin, quello che metti l'ago nella bottiglia e spilli il bicchiere senza stappare il tappo.
Ah, okay, okay.
I don't know how it works.
Okay. I was just wondering, you know, if you're putting actually a needle, a metal needle that has a certain diameter, let's say, I don't know, 2 millimeters or something, through the cork, and you take a sample of the wine, you refill with argon, the inert air. If the cork actually will close completely after you've taken a sample, if it's flexible enough, or if it will leave some kind of a hole to the surroundings where the wine will eventually evaporate. I don't know if you've done any tests on the cork's ability to close again.
To be honest, Klaus, I don't know, but I can ask for it, and if you type your email, I can get back to you an answer. I can ask to my lab in Portugal if they have done any tests about it. To be honest, in Italy, it's not really common. It's quite rare to to use this type of situation. I would say that probably the cork will go back to the original position, even though you do a hole, because it's one of the characteristics of the cork material. But if you want, I can provide you some more scientific data.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'll send you my email and question on the chat function.
Yeah, please,
thank you.
Please do it. Please do it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you to you. Okay. I will also type my email on the chat so you can. Okay. I don't know if you have any other questions. If you have, did you like the presentation itself, even though it was quite quick?
No, it was interesting.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was very interesting.
Thank you to you. Just to understand, where are you based right now? Who am I speaking with? In which country?
Based in Denmark.
Norway.
Denmark.
And Norway.
Okay.
Norway.
Norway.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
I'm from
So
Holland.
far away from Italy.
You know, we drink a lot of Italian wines, so it's probably also why we have the interest. It's been a very interesting presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Which one is your best wine from Italy? What do you prefer the most?
You know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the chairman of a company called Vinoria. We are producing wines in Piemonte, in Barolo, Barbaresco, and Asti. So I think the preference is there, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Okay.
I'm more in the direction of Antinori and the Tignanello.
Tignanello.
That's good wines.
Okay. What's your feeling about natural cork stoppers, just in general? Do you have an idea? Do you have any feedbacks that you want to share with us?
You know, I think, as far as I'm concerned, if you look at wines and you open a wine which doesn't have a natural cork, you think immediately the quality is lower.
Yeah.
So you know, to build a brand, to build a product, I think, you know, it's quite necessary to have the best possible cork, which is a natural one. So if you want to build a brand, I think this goes hand in hand.
I have a question. Is
Sure.
that possible?
Absolutely.
I didn't see any cane sugar in your stoppers. So there was the screw thing, but the cane sugar, what about the cane sugar corks?
Yeah, cane sugar corks is something that we don't deal with. I mean, we have only cork. Cane sugar belongs to one of our competitors. And we can consider a cane sugar like a synthetic type of, or like, let's say, alternative type of stopper. For example, in Italy, just to give you an overview, in Italian market, they are present, as well as the screw cap, they are present. But since the Italian market is a very traditional market, cork closures are very strong. And to be honest with you, today I only had a few time to show you just a few products. But if you need an alternative closure, you can also think about, for example, technical type of stoppers. Cork technical type of stoppers, for example, the microagglomerates, it can give you a stable performance in terms of wine evolution. You can have 100% guarantees. You have a 100% natural cork stopper, and you don't really need to look for something else. Of course, this is just an idea, but I work for Amorim, so I could never say anything else.
I prefer the cork, so don't worry.
Yeah. Talking about the cork value, I just want to show you something else. Do you have time? Can I have 2 more minutes to show you something else? I want to show you from another presentation, because this is a very interesting argument. Let me share the monitor for a second. My monitor for a second. Okay. I'm sorry, this is in Italian. It's written in Italian, but I will try to translate it in English. Regarding the packaging value that the Cork, Suber means cork. It's interesting to mention that cork gives an extra value to your final packagings, which means to your wines. These are interesting data that we have collect from. This is from Nielsen. This is a third part, of course, institute that shows not in Italy but in other foreign markets. For example, this is the first one is United States. Then you have China. Then you have Spain. You can see that the same wine closed with natural cork stopper or closed with an alternative closure gain an extra value, an extra economic value, just because it's closed with cork. As you can see, for example, in the United States, you have an extra value, and this is done by consumer, the final consumer, not from us, just the final consumer. The extra value, for example, in the United States is $3.8 per bottle. It's unbelievable, just because the bottle is closed with cork. It's unbelievable what you can do. If let's say that I am a winery, that I'm an Italian winery, and I want to jump into one of your foreign market, I would take into consideration this economic aspect, because when you go into a more detailed analysis, this is just, for example, the American market. If you take a look here, there are the top 100 premium wine brands. Mostly of them are closed with natural cork stoppers, not with alternative closures. If you take a look here, especially in an interesting price range, which means $10 more above than $10, 10, 15, $20, cork closure are the number one. And this is very important because cork not just give you a perception of a better wine, but it can also give you a perception of something that is very cool also. Because, for example, in Italy, we see a lot of people moving from screw cap, getting back to natural cork stopper, just because the material itself is really cool. It has something like a vintage retro type of style, you know what I mean? Something that brings back the ages that are not here anymore, but they are really, really, really cool and really modern, you know what I mean? So this is something that is really interesting for you to understand when you make a wines, because right nowadays TCA problem that was one of the most let's say common problem related to the cork type of business is finished. It's completely finished. The three top stoppers that I show you, the microglomerates, the 1+1, and then the ND tag, are completely safe. And you can use, for example, these three cork stoppers if you do a segmentation of your portfolio wines. You know what I mean? Because, for example, for a high-end type of products, you can use ND tag easily, no question about it. For a medium range type of products, you can use the 1+1 or neutral cork, the microglomerates. And then for the low entry level, low segment, you can use microglomerates. Using those three types of stoppers, you can sleep easily well on your bed. That I can see right behind Bjorn. I can see your bed right there, Bjorn. Right behind you. So this is just to show you what we think about cork. We think about cork business. I see I have maybe some other question. Henning has, to me, wine is about passion and emotions. And on top, good grapes and handcraftsmanship. So a good wine is what really tastes the person who drinks it and how it is perceived. Thank you for a good and interesting presentation. We have to leave now, okay? So if you have any other question, I am more than available to reply you. Marco?
Okay, for me, I think that it will be okay. We can stop now.
Okay. So
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me. As I said, if you have any other question, if you want me to give you some other information, please send me an email. I wrote my email address in the chat, and I'm more than happy to reply you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you to you.
Grazie.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you.